Alrighty, so I had this big discussion. It was a spirited discussion with a friend about which platform would be best suited for DJs who want to live stream. In my opinion, I think that YouTube would or could be the best, but right now it's just a lot of sort of things that are happening, copyright dings and things of that nature. So it's not really a great platform for DJs wanting to live stream, without any issues at all. The best platform I stated was MixCloud. Everything's in place. All the agreements were signed with the majors. And not too long ago, I did a podcast with DJ Keo about this very subject. We spoke about 3 different platforms, and we both agreed that MixCloud was probably the best platform for DJs wanting to live stream. So here's a clip of that video, pros and cons, MixCloud, DJs Live Streaming. So let's check it out. MixCloud actually did the right thing. They paid the majors. So now DJs can, post their live streams on MixCloud without getting a copyright, flag. They could just go right through. They can play anything, But the platform is, DJ specific. So like we were saying, you're speaking to the choir with that. So is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing. I made a video about it, and somebody made the comment that I don't want to play for the normie people. I only care about the DJs. And I was like, that is a terrible strategy.
So you're not playing out then, basically.
Exactly. I look at that person, and I don't want to call names or whatever, but like, I look at that person who doesn't have a career playing music.
No,
like
not
you don't make money. You're somebody who wants to DJ, but you're in your house still. The people who have a career playing music only play to people who are normal, the normie, quote unquote normies.
Right.
Your cousin-in-law, your brother, right? Sister, uncle, like that's who you play music for. You don't play music for a room of 500 other DJs. That doesn't exist. And the 500 other DJs feel like they're better than you and they should be on stage instead of you. So that's not going to work out.
We have big egos, DJs.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't like playing in front of other DJs too. It's not even like a insecure or whatever. I just think it's pointless. Like when I watch other DJs, I watch for like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, that was a cool mix, or I like that song here, and then I'm out because I don't care. I don't having a platform that is specific only to the audience that's already there, like that baked in audience.
Yeah, I
don't feel that's useful because these guys are never going to come to your party. They're not going to support your merch. They're not going to, like I'm saying, like that audience is just there to critique or just learn something from you, but they're not beneficial to your career.
Not at all.
So yeah, I look like it's a waste of time. I don't know.
And because it's such a DJ specific, platform.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, not a lot of, people outside of, you being a DJ know about that platform, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like, just a bunch of people who aren't DJs know about MixCloud. I mean, again, I post a lot of DJ sets on MixCloud. It was really the only platform where you can post a DJ set. I mean, this was before they had this like live, sort of like product, but you can post a DJ set without it, getting dinged as well.
Yeah, because everybody came from SoundCloud, and they're
right,
like,
exactly.
MixCloud is the only way you can go.
Right. So, in America, I think like MixCloud, you weren't able to rewind whatever you were listening to, especially if it were like a DJ set and it was just like music out there. You weren't able to rewind it back. I heard in Europe you can do that, but I'm not sure.
No, you can't do it in North America at all. It's straightforward.
So you can't even do it.
The last time I used it like that. I haven't used MixCloud to put my own mixes on in a while. I've gone there to listen for stuff, but I haven't bothered to rewind, so I'm not sure. I'll say that I'm not sure. I don't want to say that we're 100% right on that, but the last time I used it to do that, I couldn't. So, I mean,
right,
it could make changes.
And someone, I'm not going to mention the name, but someone was like, well, hey, you know, I have like 20, 40,000 followers on MixCloud. I'm like, but are they DJs, right?
Yeah.
You know, and can you actually have 20 or 40,000 followers who are exclusively DJs? I don't know, maybe. But so, you know, I got a subscription. You know, they sent me a, you know, some sort of a trial. They're like, hey, you know, here's a 30 days for free, and then 3 months half price. So basically the $15, you're basically paying $21 for 3 months. So I tried it out. I didn't do a set, but I just wanted to see the quality, everything else. I've seen some really good quality DJ sets up there. I've seen some really wild DJ sets where, you know, I mean, people can have like the motion graphics going on, and, you know, everything is so busy. And I'm like, okay, this is cool, but, you know, it's not, it's obviously it's not a Twitch. It's not a YouTube. Yeah. And so I'm not quite sure. Like, I like the platform. I like that. I like what the guys over at MixCloud did. They said, hey, you know, they're DJs too. And they were like, hey, you know what? Let's do this for DJs. And I really like that, right? But again, I'm not quite sure for me personally. I don't know how I feel about doing a live DJ set, me personally. How do you feel about that? You think that's something you would do? Probably
not.
But why not?
I don't mind I could put mixes online. I just, the idea of people watching me mix is boring. Yeah. I'm not a rah guy like, yo, get on the mic and screaming and jumping up and down, throwing cakes or anything like that. Yeah. I'm just twisting the knobs, doing this, and I'm not, I find that boring. I don't know who would sit down for a whole hour to watch me do this. Like, I don't know.
It's like, as a matter of fact, when I'm out DJing, you know, before all this stuff we're going through happened, I was never a microphone person. I never got on the mic and like amped up the crowd. You know, I consider myself a martini DJ. You know, I like DJing in like nice, you know, smoky lounges and, you know, just being that person in the background, you know, just playing really dope music. So yeah, I'm not that whole person, you know, getting on the mic and this, that, and the other. And then if you're a person who is solo, so you're in your, you know, DJ studio and you're DJing and you're live streaming, you know, then you're like not only concentrating on mixing, but you're also looking at, you know, the messages that are coming in. Yeah, so it's just like, you know, it's just like, oh, what am I doing here, right? And but yeah, so. But again, MixCloud is the platform to do it legally.
Yeah. All of these platforms, they have their pluses and minuses. But for me personally, I don't want to watch another DJ. I know how to do that. Right. I've done that professionally. It's not interesting to me. So I would rather get the audio of it and then listen to it in my car or something like that. But to visually, for me to sit down and watch it on my phone or on my TV, I'm never going to do that, ever.
And you know, the other thing I do when I'm watching live streams, and I don't watch live streams a lot, but sometimes I just like, oh, here's a live stream, right? So when I'm watching a DJ on a live stream, as a DJ, I'm waiting for the DJ to mix in a record because I want to hear what his like handle is. You know, I want to see what he's mixing in and how he mixes like the next record in, and like, oh, well, wait a minute, why did he bring it in there, you know, and not here? You know, I would have done this differently. So again, you know, we're not only judgmental as DJs, but you know, we have these really big egos as well. So I find myself doing that a lot, you know, just waiting for a DJ to mix in tracks. And it's kind of difficult because if that's what I'm doing and the DJ plays the track for, you know, the track is playing for like 3 to 4 or 5 minutes, then I become bored, then I leave. So it's rare that I even look at someone for that long anyway, because I'm like, I don't want to hear a whole song, you know. I mean, I'm a 3-minute guy. I mean, I play my tracks for like 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, 30 seconds, and I'm mixing in something else, you know.
I think I'm around like around 2 minutes. Like, you know, we get to the second chorus for, you know, just like regular songs. Second chorus, I'm gone. That's the end of that song.
It's like,
I don't go past that second chorus. I don't care how popular the song is, how big it is, how big of a hit. Second chorus, I'm gone. I'm going to the next thing.
Yeah, I have I have a set journey that I want to take people on. Again, even if they're not looking at me, like you said, I don't want them looking at me anyway. You know, I want them chilling out, drinking their martinis, hanging out with their girls, hanging out with their boys. And just that music is in the background. It's just something to, you know, have a conversation with. It's just really cool to be in that sort of setting. So
see, you made a good point about boiler room sets.
Yeah.
Because you were like, they're filming a DJ plus the crowd.
Yeah.
So you get to see people dancing and what's going on back behind the scenes and all this other stuff. It's not just somebody pointing a camera at a turntable or whatever and somebody pointing a camera at your face. Yeah. They're mainly looking at the audience and then partly the DJ.
Yeah.
Or it's at an angle you can see both.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more interesting to me. I've sat through boiler room mixes like a whole hour and something. That's way more interesting. But just watching the DJ is boring. I don't get entertainment out of that. You know, if you're just gonna play 2 songs together, I'm not gonna learn anything.
Yeah.
So
exactly. You know, boiler room, and there was this and also I think Pioneer Sounds or D Sounds or something like that. But Boiler Room and Dance Trippin' TV, they did it dope. You know, Dance Trippin' would go to the festivals and the production value, you know. Yeah, they had the 4K footage and everything. You know, Boiler Room is, I don't want to say unique, but it is something that I can watch because they have a slew of different DJs playing different genres, different styles. Sometimes these DJ sets, it's like a DJ in the middle of a crowd.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I've seen some craziness on Boiler Room.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, like people are sweating on you, you know, drinks, you know how people get wild in clubs, you know, and I'm just like, but that's kind of cool because that's part of the culture, you know. It's just like, let's put these DJs in the middle of a crowd and people get into that. People can watch that, you know, but a stream, I'm not sure.